Have you seen this? We just got a sneak peek into the prologue to Bill Maher's new comedy special, and what he just said about Donald Trump's assassination attempt pretty much sums up what Democratic voters must be feeling right now, and it's exactly what they're fearing all along, and whatever doesn't end Donald Trump only makes him stronger. We've seen that as a pattern for the last year, and you can just sense Bill Maher's frustration with this next clip on behalf of his liberal friends in the media. Take a look at this before we delve right into it.
Well, unequivocally denounced. I don't know what you think about that. Not funny. I'm sure there will be jokes that people will make because they hate him so much about they wish it went the other way. Not for me. Not for me. Not funny in any dimension. And whoever did this, whoever was the shooter, has done so much damage to the left, lost a lot of moral high ground, and you're the vulnerable people. You know, liberals don't shoot people. Liberals don't solve it that way.
What kind of underhanded insult is that? And most of all, isn't that in complete defiance of the history and statistics we've seen just over the last decades? Doesn't he remember the mostly peaceful BLM protests that nearly burned down the entire cities and businesses in 2020 and 2016? Now, the left hosts ideas like construing speech as violence, or Antifa as paradoxically calling themselves anti-fascist while employing textbook fascist tactics. And by the way, there's reports coming in out of the mainstream media today desperately trying to link Donald Trump's assailant as just a disgruntled Republican, when in fact his family was registered Democrat and he had donated to Democratic causes in 2021. But that's beside the point, because perhaps we should have been prepared for the news media trying to obscure and politicize what just happened in Pennsylvania, and Bill Maher's a regrettable continuation of that.
I said this on my show last night, the 2025 project, that is the sort of the plan of the Republican Party, which starts our convention tomorrow in Milwaukee. I will be there to go to the strip clubs. But the guy who wrote that, he said, this is our new plan. He said, this is new revolution for America, which I've heard 1,000 times from Newt Gingrich on forward. Everybody has a new revolution for America. But they don't always say what this guy said, which he added, it'll be bloodless as long as the liberals let it happen. Okay, that's not cool either. This shit has got to stop, because none of this violence happens in a vacuum. It's never in a vacuum.
Well, first of all, those words are from Kevin Roberts of the Heritage Foundation and not Donald Trump, plus the fact in the Project 2025, which is basically a Republican wish list at the moment for a potential Trump presidency in November, has been rejected by Donald Trump himself, and it's difficult to saddle Donald Trump with a hardline document for revolution, as it calls for when a full term of Donald Trump presidency is still fresh in public memory. But you know why much of the mainstream media is still running with the dominant theme? It's because something like Project 2025, which is drawn up by a nonprofit think tank and has no official ties to the Republican Party apart from being on the same page of some policy positions, actually fits perfectly to the image of Donald Trump it wants to create. The supposed project meant to overhaul the federal government would only happen if the president had increased executive powers, which is exactly the authoritarian image of him being painted, and when people like Bill Maher are repeating the same talking points, it's smart of Donald Trump to have distanced himself from a plan like this. But Bill actually makes a good point for once. Watch him lament the fact that any attempt to suppress Donald Trump has only ended up making him a martyr for the cause in the eyes of his base.
But I'm glad he's okay. Trump, I gotta say this, the luckiest I have ever walked the face of the earth. And again, I'm happy he's okay. I mean, 2016, that is kind of the luckiest. He lost the popular vote by a lot. He just pulled it inside straight. Everything happened in his way. The Democratic turmoil that's going on in the party right now, Joe Biden being his opponent, always lucky. And when I saw that photo today of him with the blood streaming down his face, I don't want to say the election is over, because anything can happen in an election, but Jesus Christ, I mean, yes, MAGA Nation finally has its full martyr. They loved it when he went to jail. The mugshot, I gotta say, he's insane and he's a criminal, but that mugshot,
Maybe maybe that's true, but don't be so sure that it's Trump's luck that has everything to do with it. From being the first president in U.S. history to have his mugshot released to the first one convicted in a criminal court, there's been more than enough epithets that Donald Trump has been attached to for at least some of them to stick. But in the political arena, nothing seemed to have been working, and the presidential debate in late June with Joe Biden's disastrous performance, but Trump's wasn't that great also, can hardly be attributed to his personal luck. It's simply the fact that Americans got the vital contrast on their screens they needed side by side, felt a jolt of reality along with questions about who was really running the country at large. That's not luck, that's just a political awakening where old tricks don't work anymore. Public trust in the justice system, government, and media have been diminished in its own detriment despite the fact that there's been more than 3.5 years of Joe Biden to help restore that. It's not luck either, it's just a failure of the Democrats to atone for the damage they claim Donald Trump has done to the system and yet incapable or unwilling to restore it. But that's what happened this week when Pennsylvania may be called lucky in that Trump's life was saved, but there's no luck in being able to stand your ground and having enough courage to keep the spirits high of your supporters. That's not luck, that's grit, which cannot be faked in that moment. Even left-wing commentators like Cenk Uygur have come out admitting and admiring Trump's actions in the few seconds after being shot, and the contrast between someone like Joe Biden is clear as day for anyone to see.
Like this scene, like he rehearsed it. Take one. And there will be idiot conspiracy theorists, idiots, who will say, oh yeah, they planned it, right, he's gonna put it all on the guy can be like that. But he gets grazed and the other guy gets shot. It's so Trump. But you know, this is gonna work for you. I can see the memes now. The man the little tarts couldn't kill. Biden can't go through a debate and a bullet can't stop Donald Trump. You know, it almost doesn't matter who the Democrats put up now. So look, today it was dramatic. It should be. We should feel that. It's a horrible thing.
There's word now that Donald Trump will be continuing his political campaign from next week, but there's no doubt that the impact of what happened on Saturday in galvanizing the Trump supporter base, and we'll have to wait until the elections to see whether that enthusiasm sustains itself enough to impact swing states and hand Donald Trump in the presidency. But even before that happens, the American people got to see a rare and unadulterated window into Donald Trump's character under pressure, and neither of these things can be faked. The fact is, it seems like people like Bill Maher, including many traditionally left-wing commentators and comedians, have realized that too, and there's no easy way to accept that glaring difference between the two current candidates without coding it in satire like Bill does here. We'll have to see if the longer format of Bill does actually recognize those character traits and differences despite his dislike for Trump, because that goes to be the litmus test on just how solidly he is dug into his partisan politics.